Hey everybody, Kevin here with another Note Investor tip of the day. You know, there's a lot of dates in this business. The origination date, closing date, recorded date, cutoff date, all kinds of different things. The two I want to talk about today are the cutoff date and the closing date. Closing dates can vary, they can change from time to time. The cutoff date, though, is an important one because that's the date that means that no more payments are going to be received by the seller. They're going to go to the buyer. So if I make that June 15th, the seller is going to get the June 1st payment, but no payments after June 15th. Now, we might close in July, let's say. So in July, a payment came in, and maybe that payment erroneously goes to the original seller. That typically happens because you got to remember the borrower has no idea the note's being sold. So whether it's auto debit or they send a check or whatever, they're sending that to where they've always sent it, and that's the original borrower. You are entitled to get that payment back. Okay, so that's because your cutoff date was June 15th. So you are entitled to all those payments after June 15th. Now, sometimes, it takes a while for you to get that payment back. Sometimes it has to come directly from the seller. Oftentimes, it just comes from the servicing company, but it does take a little while to circle back around to you. But you will get that. So when you're looking at closing on these deals, what is a cutoff date and what is the closing date can be two different things, and most of the time they are. So just remember, you're entitled to those payments. If you're close on a payment, easiest thing to do, by the way, is just take one less payment and push the closing out a little bit so you don't have to wait for the payment to come back and everything else, because at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. You're just taking one payment off, recalculating the numbers. So there's your Note Investor tip of the day.